Christianity is a lifestyle, not a name.
Christianity is not a name, but a lifestyle. The way you behave, your lifestyle makes you a Christian.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to Faith and Family Focus today. In today's episode, we are going to talk about Christianity is a lifestyle, not a name. Thank you for joining me. I'm still your host, Evangelist Wisdom Ozeminamane, and today we are going to deliberate on this issue and this matter. Christianity is a lifestyle, but not a name. So now, before I start, let's jump into the Bible. In the book of Acts of Apostles chapter 11, we are going to read from verse 26. And the Bible said, listen, and when he had founded him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church. And they taught much people, and the disciples were called Christians. First in Antioch. So now, the name Christianity starts in Antioch. And who are those people that was called Christians? That people were assembling themselves, gathering together in the name of God, in the name of Christ, worshiping God, coming together to worship Christ. Then people saw them, and because of their attitude and the things they do, people now call them Christians because they behave like Christ. Their speech, their behavior is like Christ. That is why they were called Christians. So Christianity is not a name or a title. Christianity is a lifestyle, is a character. So if you are a Christian and your life is not portraying Jesus, and your life is not showing people Jesus, is not a mirror for people to see Jesus, you are not a Christian. If you call yourself a Christian, you are going to church, and the way you live, the way you behave, your speech, everything you do is not showing Jesus, it's not portraying Jesus, it's not a mirror that people can look and say, this one is different from this one. That means you are not a Christian. So Christianity simply means a behavior that looks like Christ. So if you are a child of God, if you call yourself a child of God and your behavior is not showing the life of Christ, if people cannot find Christ in what you say, if people cannot find Christ from your behavior, that means you are not a child of God. For example, if you are a child of God and you are still keeping malice, you are not a child of God, you are not a Christian. If you are a Christian, if you call yourself a Christian and you are still fornicating around, you are not a Christian. If you are a Christian and you are still a liar, you are not a Christian. If you are a Christian, you are still living an immoral life, you are not a Christian. So Christianity means living like Christ. That is why I say that Christianity is not a name, it's not a title, but a lifestyle. The way you live determines if you are a Christian or not. The way you live tells people if you are a Christian or not. Somebody comes to you and asks you for a help, and you couldn't render the help, and you are in a position to render that help, and you tell the person you don't have when you have, you are not a Christian. You are not showing what Christ is doing. You are not showing the life of Christ. Because the Bible shows us many ways and many things that Jesus did when Jesus was in this world. Jesus did a lot of things. One of the things that Jesus do is charity. One of the things that Jesus do is to help people. One of the things that Jesus do is to accept people. So if you are not living that kind of life, you are somebody that people irritate you, people you don't associate with people, you are alone, you live your life alone, that means you are not a Christian. This is not life of Christ. So if people can look at you and see Christ, that is when you are a Christian. But if people can look at you and they not see Christ, you are not a Christian. If your behavior cannot draw someone to Christ, cannot bring someone to Christ, you are not a Christian. So my brother and my sister, living like Christ is what makes you a Christian, not a name, not a title. Not I am a Christian. Saying that you are a Christian cannot make you a Christian. Telling people that you are a Christian cannot make you a Christian. But what makes you a Christian is when you start behaving like Christ, when you start living the life of Christ, when people can look at you and they will see Christ, when people can look at you and say, yes, this one is different. That is when you become a Christian. I hope you have learned something today. Don't forget that we'll be dropping a video concerning Christianity, concerning families, concerning love. So don't forget to like, follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, as we are going to be dropping videos for you. I hope you learned something. If you learned something, share your views on the comment section, and don't forget, I am Evangelist Wisdom Minamani. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Christianity is not a name, but a lifestyle. The way you behave, your lifestyle makes you a Christian.